You could even be pro-family. Because would you actually try doing it to someone that wouldn't just divorce you the next day? Or someone that would be guaranteed to leave the next day? I don't know. We could spin it. Be like,
yeah,
the only person you could trust is someone that you loved. Someone that you built a life with.
Cue sappy music here.
Exactly.
Note to self.
Who was comfortable knowing that after he knocked you out, he would take care of you.
That's some heavy spin. You'd need a real spin doctor for that one, but it could be done. I've seen worse. So that's what teams are for. After watching the movie W and whatever that one about Sarah Palin was.
Game change.
Yeah,
I think
the teams behind the scenes, they can make anything happen. So the Donkey Punch candidate, you'd be like known as the Donkey Punch Kid.
We just spin it as some kind of drink I made at parties. Donkey Punch. At fundraisers. It was just a gag. We didn't mean it.
That's actually not a bad name for a drink.
Well, I know what we'll be serving this year at the Halloween party. Help yourself to some Donkey Punch. What's in it? Can't tell you.
Drink some more of it and I'll tell you what I put in it.
That's the best kind. Bar none. Bar fucking none.
So going backwards again for a bit.
Why not?
Like when you ask me about hoarders, like I don't know what hoarders I watched. I know I've seen various hoarding shows.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, it's all the same channel and it's all the same show. So it's all sort of mixed up in my head.
It's just TV.
It's TV, yeah. Like TV is just the channel that I was. There's one channel, it's called TV, and there are shows on this channel. And actually, like the many different shows, sometimes they're just the same show to me. But hoarding people on the hoarder show that's in my brain that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
The real thing that bothers me about those people and that amuses me at the same time is their two things. Their enormous neediness that's super selfish, like as sort of a side
that
thing.
is pretty intense, yeah.
And their complete lack of understanding about what they're doing wrong. They you walk in and you look and there's literally rotting animals everywhere and like you can't like use the toilet because there's like a potted plant in it or something. Like just crazy shit. Like you can't use your bed because it's covered in like transmissions and like sex toys. Like just random. It doesn't make any sense. And like they don't understand. You talk to them and they don't understand what's wrong.
Right.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
And you keep bringing up the pets thing, but like one of the things I've noticed too is in some of those shows like is that the house will also like as because part of the shtick, part of like the process that they go through in the shows clean so they start to clean it out, or at least they try, and in a lot of those houses they find like a fuck ton of guns.
I didn't know that.
You've never seen any of those
episodes?
Never
seen those ones, no.
Yeah, like, and it's like not what I want to say. So, and it's never like, oh, we found a gun or we found two guns. The hoarding sort of impulse expands into everything, and so it's like we found 14 guns, and they're not like gun guys. These people aren't hunters. They don't go to the range. They just buy guns, and they're like, oh, I forgot about that one. Oh, I forgot about that one too.
That's weird.
Yeah. Like it doesn't seem to be as common as like, oh, there's a dead cat under the sofa. Like, but I don't know why it surprises me almost as much as the pets, but not really as much as the pets.
Where are they getting the money for all this shit too? That's the other thing I wonder a lot.
That's what I always think, man. Is just like, look at the sheer amount of money in your living room that is, you could, unlike us where we've used things and thrown them away, and that sort of impression you get about how much money is going in and out of your life kind of gets diluted. You have to keep track. You have to have a checkbook, your bank accounts, bank statements. For them, it's just the record is all of the shit in their house. and they just have to look at it, and I just wonder, like, what the fuck were they thinking?
Yeah.
It must not. I mean, we're obviously like not, understanding the mechanism of what it's doing for them, or I'm not.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm no expert, but I do recognize that, like, there are different pathways people have in their brain, and like it makes you do things, and like on some level, it's not your fault, but on another level, it is your fault. Like,
right.
It's like telling a depressed person to just stop being depressed. It doesn't work. It's a stupid thing to ask somebody to do.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, like, Jesus Christ, like a little bit of, just give me a little something. Just meet me, not even halfway, hoarder person. Just come like 1%, 2% of the way. Like, open your eyes, look around, and realize like that, like when there's nothing but like 79 Hot Wheels cars like stuck in your kitchen sink, just random. I can't even. Just the randomness has no bounds. Like you can't look at that and know that that's not right. That's not appropriate. Like, and your whole house is like this. It just. What are you doing? Like are you a robot? Like is there a person in there or what? Like, where is the blamelessness, and where is the blame? I guess is what I'm asking. And I don't know.
Well, yeah, because what it comes down to for me is, maybe this person can't help it, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're fucking up my life, and like they have kids, and they're fucking up their kids' lives, and they're so selfish, and it's just all about me, and every episode I've seen, they've never one time considered other people that I've seen. I mean, maybe there are episodes like this, but. They just don't want to part with their shit. They just want like people to like sort of revolve around them, and they're just oblivious to what the problem is. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what kept me watching the show. That one thing, the obliviousness of the gross amount of inappropriateness.
Right.
I don't know if I'll ever actually stop being amused by that. And then like they'll call in like animal control or like some authority that has to do with like condemning your house, and the people never understand what the problem is. Like, it's not so bad. They always say that.
Right.
Really?
But, yeah, like the one guy I think his house was like full of chickens. There was one guy with a house full of chickens and another person with a house full of cats. And if I had never seen this show and someone said, conjure up an image in your mind of a house full of chickens or a house full of cats, it would never have been this full of cats that it was on the show. Like, I would think of just a regular, like my grandma's house full of cats. I would never have thought, oh, the drywall pulled away in this corner of the house, and now the walls are full of cats. Like, that's a place my brain would never have gone with that. And it just... And actually, I am surprised, given I went here because of what we were talking about earlier, but... I'm surprised they haven't found more porn or like just dildo, like a room just stacked to the ceiling.
Well, I've actually seen
dildos and anything else.
There have been interviews of there's like a woman on a lot of these. I don't know what her name is anymore, but she sort of goes in and helps them.
Like the counselor.
Yeah. And like the interviews I've heard, like they do find a whole bunch of dildos, but they don't put it in the show. Which would like that's the best part. Like leave that in the show, but I guess they it's like. I guess a family show, like whatever.
Oh, bullshit.
Like, who knows? But, yeah, they just cut that part out, which it's too bad. Like there could be a whole new series called Dildo Hoarders.
Cock Hoarders.
Coming up on the next episode of Dildo Hoarders. I don't see what the problem is. I don't understand. This house just filled with dildos.